Don't expect any trouble, but you know. Better safe than sorry. Who speaks to me? I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. I love how big the fiends are. Like the bosses are just like these huge. Like it just looks cool. All right. Obviously, the fighter's gonna attack. What else do you think he's gonna do? We're gonna haste the fighter. Everybody else just gets to attack because that's what they do. He starts out with a Blizzara. Fair. That hurt a lot. Not having AoE heals is kind of a big thing. Ooh, barely hurting him. Okay. Okay, I see you. Okay, here's how we're gonna attack this. We are going to temper him. We need to get that buff up so we can actually do some damage. We are going to use our one high potion on the red mage. And we are going to drop another potion on him and hope he doesn't get Blizzara again. Blizzara is probably worst case scenario. It's fine. Now we're starting to get some damage. Attack again. And probably just keep tempering him. And have these two make sure that other people stay alive. Yep. And done. Haste and temper is just insanely powerful. Like we went from doing like 17 damage to 500, you know, like that's why those buffs are so incredibly important. You can do it without them, but ooh, it's gonna be a lot harder, right? So if we come in here with like a lone monk or a lone fighter, it can be a lot harder. A lone fighter isn't that bad because he has so much defense. He can just kind of tank it. But a lone monk might have a lot of trouble. No way to heal himself or buff other than potions. We'd have to come in with a bunch of high potions. I mean, it's totally doable. That's the bonus dungeon opening up. The Earthgift Shrine is now available since we beat the Lich. Yeah. I've done a solo fighter run before. It wasn't even hard. the hardest part of the solo fighter run was dealing with packs of undead that could paralyze you and just lock you up. And Astos with his instant kill. Once you got a ribbon, it was like you're invincible for the most part. And they increased his hit points significantly in these releases. Like the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, and the GBA release have like 1,200 hit points on the Lich. The PlayStation release only had 800. The original NES release, the Lich only had 400 hit points. So like they've significantly increased his tankiness, and he still goes down pretty quick. There's the teleporter that Dean missed out on. so with the Shadowlands expansion to WoW, back to that topic, they are changing the way that you level in the game. Like, they've got so many expansions now, and they've made it to where you can level faster to get from 1 to 120 and get to like the current content, right? But it's come to the point where like now when you're leveling, you like dip your foot into like the first zone of an expansion and quickly level out of the expansion and then move on to the next expansion, dip your foot into the expansion, quickly level out of the expansion, move on to the next expansion. You're not really experiencing anything leveling up. It's horrible, right? So they've changed it now. First of all, Shadowlands is going to do a level squish. So the max level is going from 120 back down to 60, which is what it originally was. So 1 to 50 is going to be the current content, and then 50 to 60 is going to be the new expansion, right? And they're changing the way you level now to where when you start a new character, you get through like the introductory area, there's gonna be a new starter zone or something like that, right? Once you get through the introduction, you get to choose what expansion you want to level in, and then you level in just that expansion. So you actually get to experience the story of like Mista Pandaria or Warlords of Draenor or whatever, and you just level in that one expansion all the way up to 50, and then at 50 you get to do the new one. So instead of you just barely touching on any expansion, you get to just choose which one you want to do for this character and do that one. And the content scales to you, so no matter which one you choose, it'll be the right level, right? Which seems pretty cool. It's certainly better than what we have now. I think the way they could make it a lot better would be if they made it to where like you actually could experience like all of the expansion. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up leveling through the expansion zones, get to max level and be done. But like really the bulk of the WoW story is in the raids. Like the expansion is like the world content is like the preamble to what's going to happen, and then all the big story events happen in the raiding. So if you skip the raiding, you still didn't really experience the expansion. But nothing's perfect, I guess. There's still room for improvement, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so if we head to Crescent Lake now, we should be able to get the canoe. If we get the canoe, we could go to the fire crystal, but I think we can also go to the ice cavern, get the lava stone, go to the desert, get the airship, and go get our class upgrades. And come back and do the fire and water crystals afterwards. I like that Theater X says though, it was good. This was the most credible challenge so far, and dead. Like, oh, something in Final Fantasy 1 put up a no, it's dead. I'm excited to see what the new bonus dungeon is going to be like, because it sounds like it might actually challenge you a little bit with it being able to like remove like your ability to cast something or use attack or use items or lower your stats or whatever. Like, I feel like that could actually put up some sort of real problem to a high-level party. But we got to get through all the other stuff before we get to that, so I figure I'm gonna try and get the airship tonight. We'll have the Earth Crystal done, all the preamble done, all the stuff with the Elf King, Nastos, and the Marsh Cavern done. Have the first crystal out of the way, hopefully get the airship and start heading towards the class upgrade before we're done tonight. So that tomorrow we could theoretically just like start knocking out crystals. Well, actually no, we're going to be doing the bonus dungeons interspersed, so I don't know exactly how the timing is going to go on that, because the bonus dungeons take a while. The main reasons the bonus dungeons take a while isn't just because the bonus dungeons are long, but because you have to do the bonus dungeons multiple times to fight all the bosses. So like the Earthgift Shrine is only like 5 floors long, I think. But there's 4 bosses at the end, and you can only fight one of them when you get to the end. So you have to play it like 4 times to fight all the bosses. And then I think the fire one is 10 floors long, but you can fight 2 bosses each time, so you still only have to do it twice. There's still 20 floors total, right? But they get longer as you go. So it'll take a while to get through all the bonus dungeons. They ought to be interesting. The bosses in the bonus dungeons are harder than the bosses in the main game, so that's part of why I want to do them as we unlock them, because otherwise we'll outlevel them. Because like the Earthgift Shrine is designed to where you could do it right now that I finished the Earth Crystal, right? And I don't want to come back after we've already gotten all 4 crystals and just like cakewalk through the whole Earthgift Shrine. To a certain extent, no matter what we do, we're going to make something easy, I guess, but I don't know. Eventually we'll get to the point where we're like doing the bonus shrine for the last crystal, or the bonus shrine, the bonus dungeon at the very end, which just kind of assume you already got everything, so they're designed for like in-game parties, and that should be where it gets really interesting as far as difficulty, I think. I've never done the new bonus dungeon, so we will learn that one together. See what the final, you know, super boss at the end is. Alright. First of all, I doubt we can get level 5 magic, but I should still check. This is level 6 magic, isn't it? Level 5 is back in Melmon. Yeah, this is level 6. We definitely can't get that. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let's go check on the canoe. We should be able to get the canoe now. I think we have to talk to everybody. Okay, there's the canoe. I was a little surprised by how little damage the non-buffed party members did against the Lich, honestly. They were weaker than expected. Hopefully not something to worry about. Normally I'd go to the fire crystal before we did this airship part, but I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing the airship first, so let's stock up on potions and then try and get the airship. We're going to stock up on high potions too. And we're going to stock up on ethers. So now we have unlimited spells. We can get these two. We're just going to start stocking up on all items. We're going to get plenty of money for this party. Alright, so we want to head back to the boat. To get to the fire crystal, we just gotta head across that river over there, but to get to the ice cavern, I think we need to go to the river that's farther north. If I remember correctly. if we get back in our boat and head to the dock slightly north of this one. But now that we have a giant stack of ethers, like our red mage can go ham with his spells. The sad thing is that like the red mage doesn't have like the intelligence of a black mage, so he can't just like wipe out giant parties of enemies with fear a lot of times because it won't quite do enough damage. This way? I gotta remember which way to go. I think it's this way. Let's see how strong these monsters are here. I mean, no one's gonna be strong versus him. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. There's only a couple of like item upgrades in the volcano where the fire crystal is. Although fire-based weapons would have helped with the ice cavern, I'm sure. Probably. We clearly took a wrong turn. This is a dead end. I think we're in the right general area. I think it's just this path. Once the ninja learns some black magic, he can start helping with the buffing too. And then like he can start casting temper and haste along with the red mage to buff up the monk and the fighter. This is actually the Whisperwind Cove. Yeah, this is one of the bonus dungeons. And once we start getting some of the better items in the game, which are in the second half of the game, that can cast spells, like the fighter can start buffing himself even. Like there's a pair of gloves called the Giant's Gloves that are in the dungeon for the water crystal, that if you use them as an item, it allows you to cast Saber on yourself, which is like an upgraded version of Temper. Gives you attack and accuracy, but even more so than Temper does. Alright. Welcome to the Cavern of Ice. Alright, so if I remember right, in this dungeon we have to like... There's like cracked ice that you can fall through to the floor below you. And there's one point where we have to intentionally fall through the cracked ice at the right place to drop down to where what we need is. I don't remember exactly where that is, but I do remember that's sort of like the maneuver we're going to have to do eventually. Yeah, group says we can just be like, okay, Fira, right? And we don't have to worry about him running out of MP anymore. Which is not something you can really do in the original. Because you had spells per day, right? But, you know, got a lot of convenience features like that, I guess. Once we get Faraga, he'll be able to do a little bit better with clearing some stuff, I guess. He's never going to get Flare. I mean, he's not a black mage. He can't really pretend he's a black mage. He's sort of like a pseudo fighter that can help buff. You know, that's the way I'm sort of playing with him. Dark Wizard. Astos. Palette swap. Down easy. I think this is where we want to go. Okay, so we're going up, 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 and now we're gonna find a place to drop down, I believe. Ooh, okay, these are straight up mind flayers. So there you go. My theory's out the window. These guys are like they just call them mind flayers in this dungeon. They paralyzed everybody, which is fun. They killed Dez, which is less fun. Oh, freaking Mind Blast. It's literally called Mind Blast too. I mean, that is straight up a D&D character. Like, they just killed Gilded. I can't even run. This is an insane attack. Oh my god. They have instant death attacks and AoE paralysis. I don't remember really ever having that much trouble with these guys. I guess I've just been lucky. Holy crap. I can't even do anything, like they're paralyzed. This is why Illithids are scary, guys. Wait for Baldur's Gate 3, right? Well, when did we last save? Okay, right outside. That's not a big deal. Okay. Oh man, the monsters in here kind of suck. Alright, so the cockatrices continue to stone when they hit you. His fear isn't strong enough, honestly. I just need to attack. And hope for the best with the whole turning to stone thing. Well, they take 2 hits, maybe. We need to focus down the birds. Oh no, we can do them one. Alright. Damn it. Alright, so they turn the fighter to stone. On the mummies can put you to sleep on hit. Lovely. Let's just not. At least they drop gold needles. I hope you fix it. They didn't actually do that much damage, they just insta-kill you. Same thing with the Mind Flayers. They just paralyze you and insta-kill you. Now specters, oh my god. The monsters in this cavern suck. These guys paralyzed too. A white mage would be really helpful here because Dia would just annihilate these guys. But let's try this. Don't paralyze him. If you can cast it a second time, it'll kill them. Meanwhile, the monk will just try and do them one at a time. Oh my god. Here we go. Okay. I usually come in here at higher level because I've done the fire crystal first, and I guess that makes a big difference. Oh my god. Okay. It's just not. Okay, these are just Pisco demons. Just Pisco demons. They're not mind players. These are their retarded cousins. They don't have Mind Blast. Or instant death attack. Okay. 3 mind players. They don't have much health, we can just take them out quickly. Alright, they didn't do Mind Blast, I think we just win. Whew. That was our first death. Hopefully our only death. Well, at least until the later bonus dungeons. Then I can promise nothing. But in the main story, at least, hopefully our only death. Don't usually die in the main story of Final Fantasy 1, honestly. Unless I'm not doing some kind of challenge. I was expecting it to be a little difficult to do this part early, but I wasn't expecting that much pushback. We're already starting to get to the point where this money's just like flowing in. Back up to 15,000 already. Alright, 2 mind players, and they ambushed us and they mind blast right away! And okay, they only paralyzed one of us. Oh, but they get 2 of them. Oh, thank God, alright. Everybody killed them quick. He's gotta get them before they can paralyze you. Whew. Be extra careful in here. That's where I was when I died the first time. Okay. Okay, here we go. See, there's the lava stone we need. Right there. I think there's an encounter tile by this chest. Yeah. Dark Wizards. Now to get that lava stone, we need to fall down next to it from a floor above. There's no way to walk to it from this floor. But that's like the reason we're in here, is that stone right there. Close. They were guarding the weakest armor in the game. Probably something guarding this one too. No. The flame sword. They're guarding the weakest arm in the game, but not the flame sword. Why would they guard that? Okay. I don't know if it really matters where I drop down. I think we're just gonna drop down here.